EI, meaning is move immediate. And there you have seen using this MVI instruction, we can immediately store a data in any internal register. And another instructions we have learned that MOV A comma M or MOV M comma A like that. So that using those M means memory register. So using these instructions, we can transfer data from memory register to internal register or vice versa, means from internal register to memory. And for that sort of instruction where operand is used as M, before using this sort of instruction, I told you that you must store the address of this M into an HL register pair. And HL register pair address, it is a 16-bit address. So how to store a 16-bit information into a register pair? For that, another instructions we have discussed, that is LXI, is load register pair immediately. After that, operand will be register pair. Then you have to write the 16-bit information itself with the instruction. Using that, in the LXI instruction, you can transfer data or store data immediately in a register pair. And another thing I have told you that every instruction is having two parts. One is called opcode and another is operand. Opcode tells you what to do, and operand means on which these instructions should be operated. That is the operand part. MOV A comma B, MOV is the opcode, and A comma B, that part of the instruction is called operand. And by looking a particular instruction, how you can find out that how many byte instruction it is, because we have seen in the earlier class it may be 1 byte, 2 byte or 3 byte instruction. And there I told you that opcode including internal register in the instruction, there exists a 8-bit code. That code you will get from the code chart because it is not possible to remember those code. And with the instruction, so MOV A comma B, A comma A and B are the registers. So MOV A comma B entire instruction is having a 8-bit code, so it is a 1-byte instruction. And with instruction, if there are some data, then the number of bytes increased for that instruction. If there are 8-bit data with the instruction, that is like instruction MVI B comma suppose 05, then MVI B there exists 8-bit code means 1 byte. After that 05 is a 8-bit data means another 1 byte, so 2 byte instruction. Same thing, LXIH, 3050 suppose. That means LXIH means this is a 8-bit code, you can get it from the code chart. This is 1 byte, and after that 16-bit information or data, that means 2 byte. So total 3 byte instructions. And this estimate, you have to know how many byte instruction a particular instruction is, because from there you can understand that to store a particular instruction in memory, how many memory register is required. Because if it is a 2 byte instruction, it requires 2 memory register to store it. If it is a 1 byte instruction, then only 1 byte or 1 memory register is required to store it, because the length of each memory register is 8-bit in length. So now today we will discuss about some tell you some more instructions. So I'll present the instruction first. The board is visible to you. So is the board visible to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So before so many other data transfer instructions are there, I will discuss those instructions later. But before that, beside this data transfer, today I will discuss about some arithmetic instructions. I will discuss, because all the instructions I have divided into few major groups. Data transfer instruction, then arithmetic logic instructions, arithmetic instruction. Then we will discuss about some arithmetic instructions available in 8085 processor. So first, the instructions for arithmetic operation with addition, the instruction is available, and the opcode part in assembly language, it is written as add, A-double-D. This is the instruction A-double-D, add, in assembly language for 8085 available. So this is, I have written only the opcode part with the instruction. then you have to write the operand of the instruction. Now you think what will be the operand of this addition instruction. So add means the addition operation will definitely be performed between two data. So addition will be performed between two data because add is our code. So what will be the operand? You must have to write the operand because without operand, addition operation on which this addition operation will be performed, that will not be clear with the instruction. So add instruction is operand will be definitely on what data the addition operation will be performed. That will be the operand of this instruction. And normally, already I have told you for addition, whenever I discuss the internal register for every arithmetical logical operation, I have told you if you want to perform addition or any logical arithmetic operation between two data, out of this two data, one data you must have to store in the accumulator because it is the accumulator where all arithmetic and logical operation will be performed. That means if you want to suppose you want to add 02 with 03 in hexadecimal of course. So if you want to add these two data, out of these two data, one data you must have to store in the accumulator. That means suppose you have stored 02 in the accumulator. It is mandatory. And with this accumulator, now you can add this 03. And you know that after addition, again, whatever result will be produced, that result will be stored in the accumulator only. It will, after addition or any arithmetic logical operation, result will be stored in the accumulator. That means why I am telling this thing because you must keep it in mind that out of any arithmetic logical operation, operand one of the operand must be operand means data must be in the accumulator for any arithmetic and logical operation. Because for this addition instruction, we are trying to find out what should be the operand. Because operand means on which this addition operation will be performed. So already it is clear that as it is a arithmetic instruction, addition will be performed between two operand, means two data. So out of these two operand, it implied that one operand must be in the accumulator because you must have to store one data in the accumulator before performing addition. That means one operand will be definitely accumulator. So what will be the other operand? Other operand you have to mention as any other register. Suppose, and if you think that means if I write a comma b, add a comma b. What does it mean? This is the operand part, and this is the output part. That means you are telling that addition operation will be performed between the content of accumulator and content of b. Its meaning is like that. But in 8085 processor, the operand in addition instruction is not written in this way. Instead of writing add a comma b, it is only written add b. That is the operand part, only one operand is mentioned. But you know that addition for addition two operands are required. But here only one operand is mentioned, that is the one data is there at b. Then the question is where is the other data on which addition operation will be performed? As it is arithmetic operation, again I am telling you, it is implied that one of the data is already there in the accumulator. That's why accumulator will be the other operand. So that operand is normally not mentioned with the instruction because they implied that one operand is there in the accumulator. So where is the other operand? That is only mentioned as your own with the instruction add b. Its meaning is accumulator content will be added with the content of b and result will be stored in the accumulator. This is the meaning of add b. Add b means content of b will be added, but with whom? As it is arithmetic instruction, it is implied one operand is there in accumulator. So it will be added with a and result will be stored in a. And suppose before this instruction your suppose accumulator was 02 and the b was suppose 03. Now after this instruction, what will be the content of accumulator and content of b? So accumulator content means series a plus b, it will be stored at a. So a plus b 02 plus 03, so that means addition result 05 will be there in the accumulator and b content will be unchanged, that will be again 03. So now this is how addition is performed between the content of two registers. Of course, this is internal register, one is A, another is at B. So in this way, so many add instruction you can derive. add C, add A, add B, add D, add H. That means taking all the internal register as operand here, you can generate so many different addition instructions. Add H, add C, like that. Now, another thing I have told you that after, whenever I discuss the internal register, that beside the internal register flag, you have seen that there is a flag register. So it is a 8-bit register, but out of this 8 inputs, only 5 inputs are used to 8-bit register. And there I mentioned that inside the content of flag register you cannot change. That means you cannot store anything in the flag register. Content of flag will be changed automatically. Flag, zero flag, that flag value either it will be 1 or it will be 0. How it will be changed that I have discussed. But it will be changed only after performing arithmetic and logical operation. After that, whatever result will be produced in the accumulator depending on that flag value will be changed. So now as add B is a arithmetic instruction, that means this instruction is having very effect on the flag register. Because after addition, depending on the content of this accumulator, flag content will be changed. Means if you find the even number of the addition, A contains even number of ones, the flag will be in that way. That means arithmetic instruction can change the content of flag. Now if I ask you, suppose I am writing now I am asking what will be the value of this zero flag? Can anybody say what will be the value of zero flag after this MPI page will be instruction? Can anyone suggest what will be the content stated on zero flag after MPI page instruction? You are telling a zero flag should be 1. Why? Because your accumulator content is, so I told you, if the accumulator is 0, 0, then zero flag will be equal to 1. But there I am telling you, remember, this is only the this is not the only condition for which zero flag will be 1. If accumulator content equal to 0, zero flag will be 1. This is not the condition. So there I repetitively that accumulator content must be 0 after only performing any arithmetic and logical operation. What instruction we have executed? MPI A00. Is it arithmetic instruction or logical instruction? It is a copy instruction. Copy, we are copying the data. So remember, copy instruction is not having any effect on flag. It cannot change the content of flag. Only the flag content, remember it, only the content of flag will be changed after any arithmetic and logical operation. As NPI is a copy operation, by performing a copy operation, your accumulator content becomes 0, 0. So though your accumulator content is 0, 0, but 0 flag will not be changed to 1 because accumulator becomes 0, 0 not by any arithmetic and logical operation. It is by a copy operation. Copy operation is having no effect on it. So in that case, you cannot say the 0 flag will be 1. You have to write this flag will be unchanged. Unchanged means whatever the earlier value, that value will be there in the zero. Zero flag will not be equal to 1 after performing MPI A00 because it is a copy instruction. Copy instruction is having no effect on any flag. That thing is make it clear. The flag content will only be changed after performing any arithmetic and logical operation. So if you find that after add B, suppose after performing this instruction, suppose your accumulator content becomes 0, 0. In any case, suppose your accumulator becomes 0, 0. After performing add B, then you can say definitely 0 flag will become 1 because accumulator becomes 0, 0 after a arithmetic operation. We know that arithmetic instruction can change depending on the result which is there in that accumulator. And all the bits of the accumulator is 0, definitely 0. But for MDIA, that value will be unchecked because it is a copy. So in this way, so many add instructions you can generate. And in addition, there is a immediate instructions for addition also. An instruction is ADI. What is the meaning of this instruction? This meaning is add immediate, because I told you anywhere you find I in the instruction, it's very immediate. Add immediate. So can anybody suggest what should be the operand of this instruction? ADI. What should be the operand of this instruction?
सर डायरेक्ट एडिट पे लिख देते हो
Sir,
That
number.
means with this, you have to directly write the data directly with the instruction, because immediate instruction needs data directly. How many bit data? Whether we write a 16-bit or 8-bit data, because you know that your 8085 is a 8-bit processor, so it can perform addition on 8-bit data only. So with this instruction, the operand will be a 8-bit data. That means in a specific, if I write ADI 05, it will be so what operation it will do? But because it will add between whom? One data is 5. Where is the other data? As it is the arithmetic instruction, I told you that you have to. It is implied that other data is there in the accumulator. That means content of accumulator will be added with this data 05, and result will be stored in the accumulator. This is the meaning of ADI instruction. Okay. And again, it is arithmetic instruction. Depending on the result of the accumulator, flag value will be changed accordingly. So add B means using this instruction you can add the content of two registers. But since there is immediate instruction for addition available, using which you can directly add a data with the content of accumulator. 8-bit data, of course, that is ADI. Its meaning is add immediate. Okay. And anybody can write the instruction this also, add M. What is the meaning of this add M instruction? What data will be added? Of course, one data is there in the accumulator. Where is the other data? Other data is not there, it is there in the memory register.
Memory
in this
register?
case, wherever I have written B, C, D, etc.,
Memory
one
location,
data is in
sir.
accumulator, other data is in internal register. For ADI instruction, one data is there in accumulator, other data is directly written. But if instead of B, if you write M, its meaning is one data is there in accumulator, other data is there in the memory. That memory register content will be added with accumulator and result will be stored in accumulator. But again, whatever I told you earlier also in move instruction, whenever you write operand as memory, it is your duty to store the address of this M into the HL register pair before this instruction. Otherwise, this instruction itself cannot do anything without the address of M. So you must store the address of M in the HL register pair. So address is 16-bit. So you may think that what instruction I should use to store the address in HL register pair. So then you think that what instruction is available to store a 16-bit data in internal register pair. So you know that instruction is LXI. So use LXI instruction, load register pair immediately. Which register pair? H means HL. Suppose you have written address 8000.
ELHD बताया
1 minute. So meaning is using these two instructions there is a meaning, that is you are adding a content of accumulator with the content of memory whose address is there in the HL register pair. What is the address? 8000. That is from that memory register, whatever content it is, that memory register means definitely there is a memory register whose address, suppose its address is 8000, this address. Whatever data is there in this memory register, that data will be added with the content of accumulator. And after addition, result will be stored in the accumulator. So that means you can directly add the content of memory register also. For that, you use the operand as M instruction will be added. But remember, address of M you must store in the HL register there before this instruction. Okay. So now if we take a a specific example. Suppose I told you, you write a 8085, as this is 8085 definitely assembly language program, to add two data 02 and suppose 06. I told you to add these two data. You write a assembly language program to add these two data. Meaning is, you know the two data, one is 02 and another is 06. You want to write a program to add these two data. So then how you will write the program? You have to definitely use the instruction to perform this addition. So as how you will write the instruction, I will think it before that you think you have to perform arithmetic operation addition. And you know that to perform a addition instruct operation between two data, one data out of this two data must be there in the accumulator instruction. Because you know for addition, add instruction is there. But for add instruction, it is a mandatory requirement that out of two data, one data must be there in the accumulator. So to add these two, what you should do? You should first store any one of these two data into accumulator. Let's assume that I will store this 02 data into accumulator. This is 8-bit data. Then you think to store a data, accumulator means internal register. To store a 8-bit data in an internal register, what instruction is available to us? So you know the instruction to store a 8-bit data into the internal register is MBI. So use it. MBI. Where you want to store? In accumulator. So your operator will be accumulator, comma 02. That means after this instruction, your accumulator content will become 02. So that means for addition, the first requirement you have satisfied. Out of two data, whatever is stored in the whatever one data you have stored in the accumulator. Then you have to add the content of accumulator with 06. So what instruction is there to add content of accumulator with 06? What instruction I should use to add accumulator and the data 06? Can anybody suggest what instruction I can use?
Sir, ADI
That means you can directly write here ADI 06. What does it mean? It means accumulator will be added with 06 and result will be stored in the accumulator. So you know your accumulator content is 02. It will be added with 06. So your new accumulator content will be 08. So you have so your addition is completed. So now if I program this only using this two instruction you can complete your program. So if you again I told you if you want to there is a end instruction in every program. So in 8085 this end instruction is HLT called. This is the end instruction. Okay. So using these two instruction you can complete your addition between two data 02 and 06. Now if I ask you how we will what will be the answer result of this addition, to know the result of this addition what you will do, that is where you will get the addition result.
Accumulator.
So from where I can get the addition result?
Accumulator.
accumulator থেকে
That means you have to check the accumulator content, accumulator register. There you will find the result which is 0. So if you check the accumulator register, you can find that there is 0. If you think that no, after addition these two data, suppose the program is given in such a way that after addition you have been told that store the result in register, suppose B will mention. You have been told that you write a program to add 02 and 06 and store the result in a register B. So now what other instruction I have to add to store the result, because already addition instruction operation is performed. Only thing that our result we have to store in register B. Because after this our result is where? It is in A. So what I have to do? From A to A. I have to move data from A to B. That is transfer of data between two internal registers. So what is the instruction? Move to right. What is the destination register? Operand destination register is B. Where is the source register? A. That means after this instruction, your B content will also be equal to 0. That means you have stored your result is registered. No,
হ্যালো স্যার, যদি দুটো রেজিস্টার
হ্যাঁ,
ইউজ করতাম স্যার, তাহলে কি ভুল হতো?
meaning, oh, you are telling MBI A02, again you are telling MBI suppose C06, then you are telling add C, then MOV B comma A or that you are telling.
ইয়েস স্যার।
So this will also do. This program will also give you the correct result. But another issue is there. Whenever I thought I will tell you later, but now on this stage only I have to mention that whenever you write a program, another issue you have to always keep in mind that you are writing a program. This is your entire program. So your entire program is how many bytes in length. For that, you calculate whatever instruction you have used. Find out the every instruction is how many byte in length. Tell me. MBI A02. How many byte instruction it is? Is it 2 byte? 2 byte. This is 16-bit is 2 byte because this is 1 byte, 8-bit data. This is how many bit? How many byte? 1 byte, 1 byte data. 2 byte. This is how many byte? 1 byte. This is 1. So your instruction is total a 6 byte program. Now compare to this program. How many byte it is? Instruction it is 2 byte, 1 byte, 1 byte. This is also 1 byte, 1 byte, 2. This is 1 byte, 1. This is 1. This is 1. So total you have 2 to 7 byte program. So one thing whenever a programmer will write a program, he has to keep in mind that he has to write a program with minimum number of bytes. Both the program here, as you have mentioned, one of you have mentioned, that can it not be possible to write the program in this manner? Possible. You will get the same result. But this program, whatever you write, it requires 6 byte of it. Total length of this program is 6 byte, but here it is 7 byte. Now you will ask that what is the advantage of writing a, why we are telling that you have to write a program with minimum number of bytes. So you should prefer, I am telling you should prefer this program. Why? Because two advantage you will get that if your program is written with minimum number of bytes, one advantage is it requires less memory to store. Now see, if I ask you how many memory register is required to store this program, first program, how many memory register is required to store this program? 6. 6. But to store this program, you need 7 register because it is a 7 byte program. So it requires more. That is one advantage you can get. That if you write a program with minimum number of bytes, then it requires minimum memory register to store it. It is one advantage. Other major advantage is later on you will, whenever I told you that to calculate how much time processor is required to execute a particular instruction, there you will find that if your program, if you write a program with more number of bytes, it means processor requires more time for execution. Means if your program is long means if your program is length means how many byte I am telling you. How many if your byte of number of bytes in a program is more, it requires more time for execution. But if number of bytes in a program is less, processor will take lower time for execution. That's why it is normally mentioned to the programmer that you should write a program with minimum number of bytes so that it can be stored with minimum memory space as well as your processor will take lower time for execution. So you will be able to optimize both if you write program with minimum number of bytes. One is you can optimize the memory space requirement, other is the time required for execution by the processor that will also. That's why it is normally suggested you should try to write with program with minimum number of bytes. Okay. But this program can also do. Only thing is that it is 7 byte and it is 6 byte. Okay.
আচ্ছা স্যার, তাহলে মানে যদি এক্সামে যদি এরকম কোয়েশ্চেন দেয়, তাহলে কি নিচেরটা যেটা আমরা বেশি বাইটস খাচ্ছে সেটা কি ভুল হয়ে যাবে?
Not এটা ভুল হবে না, ডেফিনেটলি ভুল হবে না, নিশ্চয়ই তুমি নম্বর পাবে, কিন্তু let's always try to write with minimum number of bytes because it is expected that user will write a program or programmer will write a program considering all the constraints. but not it is true, however, definitely it is correct. Correct. So suppose I am telling you to write another program. Suppose I have a uh, data in register B. What data I do not know, and I have a data at memory register. This is memory. Whose address is suppose 9000. In this address there is a data. So I have a data at register B, and another data I have a data at memory register whose address is 9000. Now I want to write a assembly language program to add this two data. Then tell me, suggest what instruction I should write to uh, write a program to add this two data. One data is already there at B. What data I do not know, but there are some data at B, and there are some data at memory register whose address is 900. You don't have to store.
স্যার ফার্স্ট ওই মেমোরি থেকে রিড করতে হবে ডেটাটা, তারপর সেটা অ্যাকুমুলেটরে মানে সেভ করে নেবো, তারপর এডিশন করবো।
That is,
Sir.
you should want to transfer or move this data where? Where you want to move?
স্যার উল্টাটা করব।
অ্যাকুমুলেটর
Accumulator, because first thing is that you're out of these two data, one is at B, other is at memory. For addition, it is a mandatory requirement that out of two data, one data you must have to keep in the accumulator. So which data you will keep? You can keep the content of B in accumulator, no problem. Or if you think, no, I will keep the memory content into the accumulator, both can be possible. So now think, if you think this, that I will move the memory content into accumulator to perform addition. So now tell me what instruction I will use to perform this operation. What instruction is available to do this? It is a move
ফার্স্ট
So it is a-
ডিসটা স্টোর করতে হবে।
it is a move up. First you think that it is a move instruction. From where to where? Memory to accumulator. So what will be the operand? Your accumulator is the destination and memory is the source. In that way you think that what instruction is available to do it. This is the instruction. But whenever you write this instruction, you are finding that one of the operand is M. Now you think whenever there is a M, you must store the address of M in the HL register pair before this instruction. That means what instruction you will use? You will use LXI H900. That is now after this instruction, your data from memory is transferred to accumulator. That is one of the data from memory is transferred to accumulator. Then I have to add the accumulator with B. What instruction is available? Add. The instruction will be add what? B. That means A will be added with the content of B and result will be stored in accumulator. So where will be the result? Accumulator. Then program completes. If it is mentioned that in your program you move the result in C, you store the result in C, so you will use MOV C, A. Because your result is now at A. If it is told that you move it into C, just use the instruction MOV C, A. But if it is mentioned that whatever result you get, you again store it in a memory whose address is suppose A000. It has been told that you got a
হ্যাঁ স্যার বলছি এখানে অ্যাড পি যে দিয়েছিল এ প্লাস বি ওটা ডাইরেক্টলি এ প্লাস বি তো লেখা যায় না হবে
এখানে আমি লিখেছি এই what operation this instruction will do, that I have written after this column. This is not the instruction. Instruction is this. What is the function of this instruction? That I have written. A plus B and result will be stored at A. So then now after add B, result is there at A. Now suppose it is mentioned that that result you don't store in internal register but store it in a memory register whose address is A000. Then what instruction you will use? Again think what type of operation it is. It is a data transfer. Result to be stored in memory. Where is the result? In accumulator. Now after add B, result is there in accumulator. That means you want to transfer a data from internal register to memory. What instruction is available? Move. Which one is the destination? Memory.
M to A
M, A.
A
So now again This is a correct instruction. But again, you are using aim as an operand for instruction. So it is your task to store the address of this M in the HL register there before this instruction. Now, what is the address of this M now? A000. So before this instruction, you using this LXI H instruction, you must store the address A000 in the HL register. Okay. Then combining these two, your processor can able to store move the content of accumulator into the memory whose address is there at HL as A00. That means here result will be stored. So in this way, by using this instruction, you can move data from memory to register, internal register, like that. So now another instruction in arithmetic category, I will say that is called INR. This is the output part only I have written. This is another arithmetic instruction. Its meaning is, its output is written as INR. Its meaning is increment the content of register. R means register. INR, IN means increment. Increment the content of register by 1. Its meaning. You can try to understand the meaning of this. Increment the content of register by 1. Okay. So I have written only the again I have written only the output part. So now you have to suggest what will be the operand by understanding the meaning of this instruction.
স্যার একটা ব্যাপার মানে এম বা যে কোনো ইয়ে মেমোরি
Not only memory, its meaning is increment the content of register. That means using this,
রেজিস্টার হতে পারে
that means using this instruction, you want to increment the content of a register. It may be internal register, it may be memory register. That means its operand will be either I am writing both R/M. That means either R or M. This is a general format. In specific, if I write INRB, what does it mean? Means you want to increment the content of B by 1. So what operation will be performed? B will be incremented by 1. That means B plus 1 will be performed and it will be stored at B. That is the function. Increment B means using this instruction, you will be able to increment the content of a register. It may be internal register or it may be a memory register by 1. So if I write a specific instruction INRB, its meaning is B will be incremented by 1 and it will be stored at B. Suppose before this instruction your B content was 0, let's assume. So after INRB, what is the B content? So what happens? This 02 plus 01 will be performed. 02 plus 01 means 03. So your new content of B will be 03 because B is incremented by. So INR instruction is used to increment the content of a register. So in this way, instead of writing INRB, you can use in place of B, you can use any internal register. That means so many INR instructions will come out. INR B, INR A, INR C, INR H, INR L, all instructions you can use. The operand you have used, internal or internal register you can use as the operand. So many INR instructions. But if you use INR M, what does it mean? You want to increment the content of a memory register by 1. So that can be done because it is there, but only thing you must store the address of this M in the HL register pair before it. That is the only thing. That you must store the address of M in HL register pair before this using this instruction with operand. That is possible. So INR is an instruction using which you can increment the content of a register by 1. Similarly, you can perform the decrement operation also on a register. For that instruction is DCR. Decrement the content of register by 1. Decrement the content of register by 1. What should be the operand? Same like INR, either register or memory. In specific, if I write DCR C, So what operation will be performed for DCR C? C will be decremented by 1. That means C minus 1 will be performed and result will be there at C. That means suppose before this instruction C was 05. So after this instruction it will become 05 minus 01. So C will become 04. It is decremented by. So INR and DCR, this is two arithmetic instruction using which you can able to increment or decrement the content of an internal register or a memory register. Both are arithmetic group of instructions. And beside this, there is an instruction available to perform this. So it is a decrement and INR. This is a decrement and increment operation on how many bit data? Increment and decrement is performed, but on how many bit data? Of course, 8 bit, because your operand is internal register or memory register. Both are 8 bit in length. That means using DCR and INR instruction, you can increment and decrement the 8 bit content of a register by 1 or decrement by 1. Similarly, increment and decrement operations are available on a register pair also. For that, the instruction is INX. You know, I have told you what is the meaning of X in a instruction. X in a assembly language 8085 instruction represents register pair. So INX means increment the content of register pair by 1. Increment the content of X means register pair by 1. So what should be the operand? Definitely operand should be name of register pair, in general RP. So in specific, if I write INX H, means I want to increment the content of HL register pair by 1. What happens? HL 16-bit content will be incremented by 1 and it will be again stored in HL. That is, before this instruction, if your HL was suppose 8000 16-bit, after this instruction it will be 8000 plus 01, hence it will become 8000. Same thing is possible for similar. That means as the operand for INX instruction is register pair, 3 such INX instruction you can generate: INX H, HL register pair, INX B, DC register pair, or INX D, D register pair. DCX are also there to decrement the content of register pair. Instruction is DCX. Just in place of R here, R means register, 8-bit, X means 16-bit register pair. So DCX means operand will be again register pair. Suppose I am writing DCX B, meaning is DC register pair content will be decremented by 1 and it will be stored in DC. That is, if your DC was suppose 8005, after DCXB it will become 8004. So the content of register pair can also be incremented or decremented by 1 using these two instructions, INX and DCX. Operand will be register pair. And content of 8-bit register can be incremented or decremented by using the instruction DCR or INR instruction. Okay. Now, suppose again another program will try to write using those instructions. Suppose I have this is a memory segment I have drawn. Address, suppose I am writing here 8000. This is suppose 8001, 8002. Okay, this is memory. I have the data here already stored here. Now, suppose it is mentioned, write a program to add this two data. Two data means now here both the data are stored in memory. One data is stored at memory address 8000 and another data is stored at memory address 8001. Now what you have to do, write a program to add these two data, and after adding whatever result you will get, to store the result here at 8002. So you have to write a program to add two memory data, and after addition, result also you have to store in the memory. Now try to use the instruction to do this. So your basic operation is whatever is mentioned in this program is addition. So addition, whenever you understand that you have been told to perform addition, then only it should be in your mind that before performing addition, one data must be kept in the accumulator. So that operation you have to do first. So let's assume you will move this data into accumulator first to perform your addition instruction. So what instruction I should write? Your instruction is move a comma m. So what is the instruction? What is the address of this m? 800. So you must store it in HL register pair before using this instruction. That means after that your memory content which is there at the address 8000, that data, whatever is the data here, that is now moved into accumulator. So you have moved one data into accumulator. That means now out of two data, one data is there in accumulator. Now if I ask you where is the other data, that you have to add, other data is there again at memory. Now think what addition instruction is available to add the content of accumulator and memory. A plus M you want to do. You have to perform A plus M because you have already stored one data in A. Other data is there at M, means memory. Now you search for instruction that can perform A plus M. So now tell me which instruction is there to perform A plus M. Which instruction is there? Tell me. Huh? Add. What is the operand? Operand you have to mention. I want to add A plus M. So what will be the instruction to do that?
Sir, ADDM.
Add M. So that means your instruction is add M. Means what it will do? It will perform A plus M and result will be there at A.
স্যার কিন্তু এটা তো গেল না স্যার, এম এর মধ্যে কি করে চলে গেল স্যার? এমটা তো 8000ই রয়ে আছে।
That means no. This instructions you have used for what? This instruction. So this is over. Again, you think your task is to add A with M. So you think you find out that your instruction available to do it add M. You write it. But whenever you write, again you are writing an instruction or operand because I have told you after writing instruction you check whether there is a M operand or not. There is an operand labeled as M. So then your task is to store the address of this M into HL register pair before it. So what is the address of this M? 8001. So that means you add M means you want that accumulator should be added with the memory content whose address is 8001. So 8001 must be stored in HL before it. So for that you store it with a instruction LXI 8001. Now your HL becomes 8001. LXI 8001 you have stored it and then you are performing adding. That is now this data is added with accumulator because M means now the address in HL is 8001. You have added the correct data with the content of accumulator. So you have
আরে স্যার বলছি স্যার এলএক্সআই এইচ ওইটার লেখার বদলে আইএনএক্স এইচ লিখতে হয় না? তাহলে তো স্যার অ্যাড্রেসটা তো
INX8. You can write.
তাহলে তো স্যার অ্যাড্রেসটা এক বেড়ে যাবে, তাহলে অ্যাড্রেসটা চেঞ্জ হয়ে যাবে।
হ্যাঁ স্যার, এটার তো বাইটটাও কম লাগবে স্যার।
Of course, address definitely we should choose instead of LXIH 8001. We must use INX8. The reason behind it, this is a 3-byte instruction. How many byte instruction it is? INX8. How many byte instruction?
1 byte.
1 byte. No data. 1 byte. So that, as I have told you, that you must have to write program with minimum number of bytes. So you must replace this 3-byte instruction with INX8. Why? Because only thing is number of bytes gets reduced. But check it whether both the instruction is doing the same thing or not.
अरे एम कर
LXI H you have used earlier for what purpose? To store 8001 in the HL. Okay. Now you are telling that no, I will not use it. Instead of that, I will use it. So then think whether this instruction can also make the HL equal to 8001 or not. If it is, then you can use it. So INX H means you already know content of HL register there will be incremented by 1. So what is the, before this instruction, what is the content of HL? Before this instruction, what is the content of HL?
8000
You see the other upper instruction where HL is used. That means here, after this instruction, your HL was 8000. So now if we use INX then definitely HL will become 8001. So that is correctly you replacing the function of this instruction. That means instead of using this 3-byte instruction, you must use this 1-byte instruction here as INX. You must have to use basically INX because after this instruction also your HL content will become, after this instruction also your HL content will become 8001 because HL is incremented by 1. Earlier it was 8000, INX incremented by 1, it's become 8001. Now add M means accumulator content is added with the memory content whose address is 8001. That means this data is added with accumulator. That means you are adding correctly. So don't use LXI H8001, it's a 3-byte instruction. INX H is a 1-byte. Definitely you should choose a 1-byte instruction. Okay. So you got the addition result correctly added. Where is the result now? It is there in the accumulator. But it has been told that you should store the result in memory whose address is 8002. Okay. Then means you want to move the content of accumulator to memory. So you know that instruction which is available to do that MOV M, A. Accumulator content will be moved into memory. But what is the address of this memory? What is the address of this memory? 8001. So that address must be there before this instruction in the HL. Now let's take the previous instruction that what is the latest content of HL? Latest content of HL is 8001. So you want to change this HL content to 8002 because there you want to move. So how this 8001 content of HL can be changed to 8002? Again we use a instruction INX. Increment the content of register pair by 1. So your HL content will now again become 8001 plus 1, so it is 8002. Then you write MOVM, A, so your result is moved into the memory. Accumulator content is moved into the memory. Accumulator content means the result of addition is moved into the memory. So in this way, if it is such that, so one thing you have to make it clear that INX H I am using here, because otherwise earlier we have learned that whenever I have to store the address of memory in the HL, we are using LXI H this instruction. But here also add M. For this instruction to store the address of M in HL, I am not using LXI H80, but rather I am using the INX H instruction. And when I can use this INX H in place of LXI, only thing is that when you are performing operation with some data which are stored in the consecutive memory register, because these are consecutive registers 8000, 8001, 8002. If I told you that no, store your result in 9000, you store here, not 8002, you store 900. Can you use here INX H? No. Then we must have to use here LXI H9000 to store the 900 address in the H. So think it, remember it, whenever you are writing a program where you have to perform operation on data which are stored in consecutive memory register, and you know that to perform any operation with memory data, address of the memory must be stored in the HL. So if every time memory register address is changed, And if it is changed in a consecutive, if it is there at consecutive memory location, instead of using LXI age repetitively, only once you use this instruction to store the starting address, but then to go to the next consecutive address, you use the INX age instruction, which is a 1 byte instruction, so that you can gradually go to one register by one register just by incrementing the INX HL content by one to the INX age. But if your operation is not in consecutive register, just like I have told you, you store the result in 9000. So you cannot use here INX age. Then of course, in this place you have to write LXI age 9000, then MOVM, comma. So that is different thing. So that depends on your problem, whatever you are trying to solve by writing.
আমাকে যদি স্যার রেজাল্টটাকে স্টোর করতে হয় 8003 তে দেন স্যার আমার নিশ্চয়ই দুইবার অ্যানেক্স লেখাটা বেশি ভালো
Of
হবে
course, always. I told you every time you think that which one requires lower number of bytes, write it. He told that instead of 8002, if I have to store the result in 8003, so it is not a consecutive address then. Up to this it is 8001. So how to go to 8003? So in place of this, if I write here LXI 8003, then MOVM, comma 8. So how many byte instruction you are adding? 3 byte. So he mentioned that no, I will not write it. Instead, I will perform INX age twice. So after this, it is 8002. After second INX age, HL will become 8003. Then MOVM, comma, correct? These two instruction requires 2 byte, but this is 3 byte. So still you are using 2 byte rather than 3 byte. So definitely you should choose this. Don't use this LXI age 8003. So that depends on whatever the application you are trying to solve. Depending on that, whenever you use, when to use INX, when to use LXI, you have to decide. Only thing is that you have to write program with minimum number of bytes. Keeping that in mind, you have to decide whether you use INX or LXI.
হ্যালো স্যার
So now,
হ্যালো স্যার বলছি স্যার এই যে মেথডটা ছিল এখানে তো আমার ডেটাটা জানা নেই না মেমোরিতে কি আছে
no, any data will be there at memory.
স্যার তাহলে যদি
Any data.
স্যার তাহলে তো আগের কেসগুলোতে আমার ডেটাটা জানা ছিল 2 আর 4 অ্যাড হলে 6 হচ্ছে কিন্তু এবার যদি 6 আর 2 অ্যাড হয়ে যদি 8 বা এরকম কিছু একটা আসে 10 11 তো তাহলে ওর মধ্যে যদি স্যার ক্যারি চলে আসে তো ওটাকে কি করে হ্যান্ডেল করবো স্যার
No, you will never get. Suppose that result you will not get. Always, suppose you are adding this. This to 4-bit data you are adding. This is what will be the result? 1 1 1 0 1 0 1 1 plus 1 0 with 1 carry. What data? How many bit you are getting? 9 bit. Is it possible to keep it in accumulator? No. Accumulator will only store this. If you move it into the memory will only in this memory you can get only this. And if you want to know whether any carry is generated or not, then you have to check the carry. If carry is there, then you just check the carry. If it is 1, then you can understand a carry is generated. Otherwise, accumulator will never store a carry information. This carry information will go to the carry flag. If you want to keep track of that record also, if you want to store, it is possible to store this carry information again in other memory register or other register you can store. Because in one register you cannot store 9-bit information. This information will only be stored. If you think that, decide that no, I will keep the carry information also, means I will store the carry information also. So where is the carry? It may be 0, it may be 1. Anything, but you want to keep it or store it. But where is the carry information? It is there in the carry flag. So you have to store the carry information from carry flag into a register. So that mechanism still now I have not discussed. I will later discuss that is it possible at all to store the flag information in some register or not. It is possible, not possible directly, but indirectly it is possible. That mechanism I will discuss later. That if you want, your question was how to store this carry information. So carry information can also be stored in register, but using some other instruction that I will describe later. But only thing remember, if any carry is generated, that carry will not be stored in accumulator. It will be there in carry flag. So if you move the result like MOVM, A, only the 8-bit information will be there. Carry will not be moved. It will be there at carry flag. After writing or executing this program, If you think I want to know whether carry is generated or not, by checking carry flag you can get the information. But if you think no, I don't want to get the carry information from carry flag, but by writing suitable program, I want to store the carry information in some other register. That can also be possible. Later I will show you what are the instructions available to store the carry information in a register. Okay.
হ্যালো স্যার, বলছি এই ইনস্ট্রাকশন সেটটা তো পারফর্ম করতে গেলে আমাদের এটাকে আবার মেমোরিতে সেভ করতে হবে। তো মেমোরিতে সেভ করার জন্য সেটার আবার প্রোগ্রাম কি হবে?
বুঝলাম না।
মানে স্যার এটা তো একটা অ্যাডিশন প্রোগ্রাম, তো এই প্রোগ্রামটাকে স্যার এক্সিকিউট করতে গেলে তো মেমোরিতে আমার এটা পুরো প্রোগ্রামটা সেটটাকে সেভ করতে
So
হবে।
that you have to store manually with a keyboard. That is there. That you don't have to write the program. Whenever a microprocessor system will be, because with microprocessor you cannot store. With that I told you input output memory you have to connect. And whenever you will connect, that is called a microprocessor based system. In that system, always whenever you design a system, of course you have to write a program to execute it. With that program, depending on that design, whoever has designed, he has already inserted a program on that. Whenever this microprocessor based system will be power on, that program will execute it in the background. And now if you, with the help of this keyboard, you can insert your hexadecimal program. It's not assembly language, hexadecimal program into the memory. By writing program, you don't have to insert the program. By manually, with the help of a keyboard, you can able to store your program inside the memory. Just like you write your C language in an editor. Only thing is that here you have to store in the keyboard. Here you have to write the program with the keyboard. You have to store it directly into the memory. All the hexadecimal code. Okay.
হ্যাঁ হ্যালো স্যার, তাহলে এই যে আমরা প্রোগ্রামটা এখন লিখলাম এটাতে কন্ডিশন আছে যে ক্যারি জেনারেট হবেই না?
No condition. It is not a condition. No carry may be generated, but only thing that carry information we are not taking care of. That is the problem. In
যদি
this program,
এখানে রেজিস্টার্ড হলো তাহলে তো ক্যারি জেনারেট করতে পারবো।
no carry in this program, whatever program we have written, just now we have written, in that program we are not taking care of the carry. Carry may be generated, we are ignoring it. It may give you a wrong answer, but in this program we are, that's why I am telling you, we are ignoring the carry. We are not taking care of the carry in our program. You can take consider this carry. For that suitable instruction you have to use to store the carry information in register. That instruction I have not told till now. That's why I am not using it. I will use it definitely later. How to store the carry information in register. But in this program we are not at all taking care of the carry information. If anybody thinks that I want to know carry is generated or not, by checking carry flag you can understand. But it will not be stored in register. To store the carry information in register, definitely some other instructions you have to use. Okay. Carry may be generated, we are ignoring it.
স্যার তাহলে ইউজার স্যার সঠিক অ্যান্সারটা পাবে কি করে?
User cannot get right answer unless he write a right program. It is you who are writing the program. You are not writing the correct program, that's why you are not getting the correct answer. You have written a program. This program, whatever just I have written. So I have written a program where I am not taking care of the carry. That means I am not writing this program to consider carry. So that means without carry you will get the result only. If you want to get the result with carry, different program you write. Okay, but that program has those instructions. I have not told you, that's why I have not written. Later on I will write. Huh? Because it is the program you have to write. So considering what constant you are considering, here I am not considering the carry. That's why I am not using carry here. Okay. But carry you have to store somewhere in another register. There is a way out how to store the carry information. Right?
আচ্ছা স্যার, তাহলে কি মানে যখন ক্যারিটা যদি অন্য একটা রেজিস্টারে স্টোর থাকে আর একটা নাম্বার কোনো অন্য রেজিস্টারে স্টোর থাকে, তাহলে আমাকে দুবার ইনফরমেশনটা নিতে হবে, মানে ক্যারির জন্য আলাদা আর
Of course, because it requires two register. You cannot check two register at the same time. Two register you have to check in two different time. Okay. Because the carry accumulator only or any register can take only or store only 8 bit. Carry is a different another extra bit. That to store this bit another register you have to use.
আচ্ছা স্যার, তার জায়গায় কি আমরা হচ্ছে 16 বিট রেজিস্টার ইউজ করতে পারি ইনস্টেড অফ 8 বিটের, মানে একটা রেজিস্টার না ইউজ করে দুটো রেজিস্টার ইউজ করা যেতে পারে?
That only you have to use. To store carry you have to use a second register. A second register you have to use. You are telling register pair. It may not be register pair. Some other register also you can use. Okay. It's not that you have to use a register pair. You think I will store result in C and carry in B. You can do. If somebody says that no, I will store the result in E and carry I will store in D. Okay? That can also be done.
Sir, can I add two register pairs?
Yes, that you can add. So that is not the carry information is stored. Okay, you can add, but remember the register pair is a 16-bit. Your processor is a 8-bit in length. Means it can perform the addition on 8-bit addition only. Though it can perform addition on 8-bit, but you can perform addition of 16-bit. That only just now I will try to mention that if I have a data, suppose 16-bit data, 0 to 05, this is one data, and another data 0, suppose taking 0403, this is another 16-bit data. I want to add this to data. Your question is, is it possible to add two 16-bit data using 8085 processor? The first thing is that this question should come in your mind considering that your processor is a 8-bit processor. It can perform addition on or any operation on 8-bit data. So is it possible to add 16-bit addition of to 16-bit data? It is possible. But remember, whenever we are trying to perform addition on more than 8-bit, processor cannot do in one step, single step. In single step, processor cannot perform addition of to 16-bit data because it is a 8-bit processor. So you have to perform addition in two steps. For that, what is the technique? Already I have told you that if you have to perform operation on 16-bit, divide these two 16-bit data and two 8-bit data. Lower order 8-bit and higher order 8-bit. Okay. So perform addition 8-bit, lower order 8-bit separately and higher order 8-bit separately. That means perform addition of these two first, then perform addition of these two 8-bit. Store it, then you may get a result, 16-bit result, perform a addition of two 16-bit. Suppose,
আচ্ছা স্যার,
let's assume,
তাহলে স্যার ওই INX কমান্ড দিয়ে স্যার কি করে স্যার আমরা একটা 16 বিট ডেটাকে অ্যাড করে দিচ্ছি?
INX, that can be done. That's why I'm telling you. Okay. But then before that, during that time, you have not at all tell me the question. Suppose forget about the INX. Go to INR, INRB. What does it mean? B will be equal to B plus 1. What type of operation it is? Arithmetic.
Addition operation.
How it is performed at B? You know that I have already told you arithmetic operations can also only be done at where? In accumulator. And after performing any arithmetical logical operation, result will be stored at accumulator. So INRB is arithmetic operation. By looking the function of this instruction, it appears that it is performing it at A. It is just like that this INR increment operation is performing at B. Is it possible at all that in 8085 processor, that increment, which is an addition operator, arithmetic operation, can be done in B register? Never. So then how it is possible? How is then during that time you are not asked how this instruction INRB is executed? Because it is an addition instruction basically, arithmetic instruction. But we know that arithmetic instruction can only be done in the accumulator. But you see the function of this INRB, it is never the accumulator is there. It appears that this arithmetic operation is done at B, and after performing the operation at B, result is stored at B. Is it possible? It is not possible at all. Then you must know then how this instruction is executed by the processor. So though I am writing INR B, B will become B plus 1. So but internally, processor will perform so many things to perform INR B. INR B cannot be performed, this arithmetic operation is never performed at B. Internally, it is actually performed at B. And After internally it is done at A. After that result is moved into B. That thing I have not shown, only I have shown the outcome of this instruction. But INRB processor will do so many things internally. If I write what processor can do internally one by one, then it will be clear to you. First, INRB, after getting this instruction, what processor will do? Processor will internally move the content of B plane. It will be done. It is never the content of B will be implemented by 1 at B. This arithmetic operation will never be done at B. It must be done at A. How? Or INRB processor will do follow this step. First, B content will be moved into A internally by the processor. Then what happens? A will become A plus 1. This operation will be performed. Internally, now you can see actually this addition operation is performed at A, and after that the content of accumulator is moved into B. That's why you are finding out B becomes B plus 1. I am writing the outcome only I have shown. But this operation internally will be performed in this manner. Internally content of B will be moved into accumulator. There only this arithmetic increment operation will be performed. After performing this, whatever is the result will again be shifted at B. That is basically INR B equal to B plus 1. So this operation will be done internally. Here.
হ্যাঁ স্যার
হ্যালো স্যার, বলছি তাহলে আগের যে প্রোগ্রামটা হলো ওখানে স্যার আইএনএক্স এইচ ইউজ করার পর তো স্যার তাহলে অ্যাকুমুলেটরের ভ্যালুটা চেঞ্জ হয়ে গেল, তাহলে স্যার রেজাল্ট আমরা পাবো কি করে? রেজাল্টটা সেট করবো কি করে?
Same question you may ask here also. Why you go for INX? Go to 8-bit there also. Here I have whatever step I have written. Whatever issue you have raised, same issue is there. In this case also.
कभी सोचा करो यार क्लास में मैं नहीं होता तो तुम लोगों का क्या होता
Internally, content of B will first moved into A.
मेरा काम बस भर गाना है
Initially, somebody has stored a data at A, using this instruction. Somebody has stored some data at A. It may be that there are some data at A. So whenever I am executing after that, whenever I am executing INR B, suppose, then I told you internally content of B will be moved into A. So if this thing happens, what is the fate of this 05? That will be lost. Because your initial content, whatever you are asking, will get lost. Definitely you should not want that. Because you have some data at A. But whenever I am going to perform B, whatever step I have mentioned, internally processor will do. And whenever processor will go to perform this operation for INR B, the initial content means whole content of A will be lost. So again, that is not desired. Then actually, this thing also not done for INR B. Another two steps are there in between. And that two step, again I have not written here. That two step is, and whenever I discuss the internal register, whatever is available, accumulator, flag, B, C, D, E, HL, SP and PC, these are the registers. But beside this, remember the block diagram what I have drawn for internal register. First I have written A, F, B, C, D, E, HL, then stack pointer, program counter. This much. But beside this register, whatever I have mentioned, another two registers are available, internal registers are available, 8-bit register at in 8085 architecture. That is labeled as one is the Z, another is W. And remember, both are 8-bit register. Two registers are available, which I have not shown there. That two register in 8085 is called temporary register. These two registers, W and J, with this 8-bit in length, are called temporary register of 8085 processor. Then why I have not shown it in the whenever I discuss the internal architecture register? Because these two register W and Z is not accessible by the user. User means programmer. You cannot use these two register to store something. Then what about the other register? You can use B, C, D, E, etc. all register to store data using the MBI instruction. MBI B05. You can store 05 in B. But it is, if you see the code of instruction of all instruction of 8085, you cannot find that there is instruction MBI W05. It is not. MBI J, not there. Meaning is, this two temporary register is not accessible by a programmer. That's why I have not shown there. This two register you cannot use. Then what is the purpose of this two register? This two register will be used by the processor internally. You cannot use. The processor can use whenever you want to store some data. And here, basically, for this INR operation, this temporary register is used by the processor. Before moving, because B content should be incremented by 1 and it should be performed at A. So B must be transferred to A. Whenever B is transferred to A content is deleted. Processor will not do that. That's why before it, processor will move the accumulator content in any of the temporary register, like suppose W. Because in the earlier case, whatever question you have raised, that if processor follow this step, my original information at A is lost. But actually it is not lost. Processor will follow some other two steps. Additional two steps are there in INRB. First, processor moves the accumulator content into a temporary register. Then he shifts the content of B to A, perform arithmetic operation, move the result in B. After that, he moves the temporary register content of the from W to again at B. This completes the INRB. Now you can see, if processor follow this process, now your old information at A is not lost. It is safely stored at a temporary register by the processor. After performing internally this arithmetic operation in accumulator, again processor moves this old content of accumulator into the where he has shifted into temporary register, that is moved again to the accumulator. This is basically the INR. Same thing happens for INX H also. For register pair, in that case, increment operation is done. But again, you may ask how increment is done with a single step using a 16-bit operation. It cannot be done. It is again done in two steps. In INX or DCX, processor cannot perform INR incrementation, INX and DCX in single step because it is a 16-bit data. You can perform this INX and DCX using two steps. What are the two steps? First, I will discuss this addition of this, then only it will be clear how addition can be done into 16-bit data. Then you can understand how INXH and DCXH. That is also a addition on 16-bit data. How do you perform? Not in a single step, but two steps. But remember, INR, DCR, all these things can be internally done by following so many steps by the processor. Okay. So let's check.
তার মানে স্যার এটা ব্যাকগ্রাউন্ডে চলতে থাকবে, মানে
চলতে থাকবে না, যখন আইএনআর হবে, ইনস্ট্রাকশনটা এক্সিকিউট হবে, ডিউরিং দ্যাট টাইম অনলি দিস প্রসেস উইল বি ফলোড। ওকে, it will be done by the processor. This is the meaning of INR. That processor will
স্যার
do this
এতগুলো
step
স্টেপস
internally.
নিচ্ছে তাও 1 বাইট?
It depends on that. Again, later on I will tell you the time required. If anything processor has to do internally, it will not take any extra time. Only extra time is required by the processor if he performs any operation outside with outside device like input, output, memory, etc. Internally, it depends on this instruction. This is a 1 byte instruction, but how much time it will take to execute? Definitely, for 1 byte instruction, it is not that always 1 byte instruction will take same time for execution. Later on, you can see that every 1 byte instruction processor will not take same time for execution. But here INRB will take because everything is done internally. Whenever there is an operation on 16-bit, there definitely processor will take more time. INX H processor cannot, whatever time processor will take to perform INRB increment on 8-bit register, INX H processor will not do the perform this operation in the same time as INRB. It will take some more time. So that time also we will learn that how much time every instruction will take. So now whatever we are
আরে
discussing,
স্যার বলছি স্যার এই যে ইনক্রিমেন্ট হচ্ছে এক দিয়ে, তো স্যার এই 01টা স্যার প্রসেসর পাচ্ছে কি করে স্যার?
INR means it is incremented by 1. It will automatically, it will take 01 and increment it. The processor will, you don't have to supply this 0 1 outside. Increment means in INR means it is incremented by 1. So processor will automatically add 1 with it. You don't have, it is meaning of this INR is that he has to add 1. So you don't have to supply this kind. Meaning is add 1. So it will add.
আচ্ছা স্যার, দুটো আইএনএক্স যেটা আছে, একটা আইএনএক্স আর একটা আইএনআর, দুটোর মধ্যে কি ওই যে ওয়ানটা আছে সেটা ডিফারেন্ট নাম্বার, একটাতে 16 আর একটাতে 8?
Of course. 1 means 0, 0. 1 means how much? In 8 bit it is 0 1, in 16 bit it is 0 0 0 1. Like that. Other bit will be assumed as 0. Because 1 means how much? In binary it is all other bit is 0. Okay. Only the LSB is 1. That is 0 1 or 0 0 0. So now we'll try to write a program to add this to 16-bit data. Whatever instruction is available to us, using those instructions, we will write the program to add this to the 16-bit. For that, suppose I first store this two data in two register pair using this instruction LXIB. Suppose 0305 I have stored, and using another instruction LXID, I am storing the new data, another data 0204 in DE register pair. What does it mean? Meaning is, I have one data, 16-bit data is there at BC, another 16-bit data I have stored at DE. Now I want to add it. This is the meaning. So using these two instructions, I have stored these two data in two register pair. One is at BC, another is at E. That means my 116-bit data, it is 0305 is there at BC, and 0204 this is there at DE. I want to add this two. So as my processor will know, it is a addition 8-bit addition can be performed. So we thought that we will divide this to 8-bit data, lower order 8-bit and higher order 8-bit, and we separately add lower order 8-bit, store the result somewhere, then add the higher order 8-bit, and store the result somewhere. So for that, first thing I have to add the lower order 8-bit C plus E. I want to do C plus E. Now suggest what instruction, because we decide that we will divide the data into two 8-bit and add separately. Lower order 8-bit first, then higher order 8-bit. Now tell me, what instruction I will use to perform C plus E? Can anybody suggest what instruction I should assemble to perform C plus E?
স্যার MOV A, C.
So one data you want to move into accumulator because arithmetic instruction, MOV A, C. Then that means now you have to add A with E because you see you have moved to A. Means now you have to perform A plus E. A plus E, which instruction is available?
Add instruction.
Add what operand?
E.
Add E, because it will perform A plus E and result will be stored at A. What is A? It is basically the content of C, because you have already moved C into A.
কি জোরসে
So
ভূতু পেছে না?
C plus E, this operation is done. And let's assume I will, after addition, whatever result is generated, that result I will store it L, in L register. So I must use the instruction MOV L, A. That means after adding this, whatever result is produced, that I have stored in the register. Then suppose I thought
পাস नहीं कर
that we will add this to MSB and store the result in H. So my HL will be the addition result, 60. So now again try to assemble the instruction to perform B plus D. So I have to perform B plus D. So again, one of the data out of B and D you move into accumulator because it's required for addition. That one data must be in A. Move A, B. Then you have to add A with D because B is already set to A. So now A plus D, that instruction is add D. What happens? A plus D is performed and result will be at A. Now here A is nothing but the content of B. You want to add B plus D. So B plus D is performed. And let's move the result in H. So MOV H, comma L. So MOV H, your result is there in accumulator. So MOV H, comma L. Okay. Now if I stop the program, now here it is H. That means I can say check if I check the HL register pair, there I can get the 16-bit addition. That we want to add 16-bit data, but as my 8085 processor is a 8-bit processor, it can add only 8-bit data. And already whatever instruction we learn, add ADI, add M, etc. Using those we can add to 8-bit data only. Then using a 8-bit instruction, how we can perform 8-bit addition instruction, how we can add this to 16-bit data. Solution is divide 216-bit data into two 8-bit data, then add separately lower order 8-bit, store some in register, add a higher order 8-bit separately, store it in other register. Combining these two, it is your addition result of this 216-bit data which is stored at BC and B. But in earlier class, somebody of you have raised the question that if I do the addition in this manner, using this program, is it possible to get the correct addition result in HL always? Can we get the correct addition of this 216-bit data in HL always we can get or not? Can we get?
No, sir.
Why not?
Sir, maybe C and E produce some carry and that may cause
means
error.
whenever we are adding the lower order 8-bit, during addition of this lower order 8-bit, it sometimes depending on the data, it may possible that it will produce a carry. Now, whenever a carry is produced, then what to do? Whenever we add B and D, with these two, I must add this carry 1 to get a proper result or correct result. But is it happens here? Whether we are adding this carry, if any generated during the addition of C and E, if any carry is generated, whether we are adding this carry whenever we add B and D, no, we are simply adding B and D. We are ignoring this carry. And so it may possible that we are not getting a proper result in HL, but sometimes we may get a correct result in HL depending on the data. If any carry is not generated from C and E, definitely we will get a correct result. But whenever depending on data, if any carry is generated during the addition of C and E, that carry we are not adding means we may get a improper result. That means if there is a provision or if we are able to add these two with this carry, then we can get correct result. That is what we want. We want that we have here using add D. What actually we are adding? We are adding B plus D, and that result is stored in accumulator. But you want that to get a correct result, 16-bit addition result, B plus D, and that carry flag information must also be added. Then we can get addition proper result. That means we want this carry information must also be added. Whenever we add the higher order, then we can be able to get a proper addition result. Whenever a carry is generated during the addition of C and E, suppose a carry is generated, where this carry will be set? It will be set in the carry flag. Carry may be generated. It will be there at carry flag. So our solution is to get a proper result. Whenever we are adding B and D, during that time, we must add that carry also. So that, but there is no instructions here available. Whatever add B, add C, add M, ADI, those instructions cannot add the carry flag. That can add only to the content of two register like B, A and D, A and B, A and C like that. But to get a proper result, our requirement is we must add two 8-bit data with the carry information. Then probably we may get a correct 16-bit addition result in each. So then to meet up this decoming 8085 processor, there is an addition instruction available which can do this particular operation. B plus D plus carry. That operation, that means carry information can also be added. That instruction is available in 8085 processor. Because every instruction may not be available in 8085, but this instruction is available. and the instruction opcode part for this instruction where we can add carry is ADC. Instruction operand part is ADC. Like in place of A double D, it is ADC. Its meaning is add with carry. C for carry. Its meaning is add with carry. What is the operand? Operand will be either register or memory. In specific, if I write ADCB, because add means it's one operand is there in the accumulator. ADCB, what it will do? It will add A. Content of A will be added with the content of B and the carry information during that time, and then the result will be stored. That is a function of ADC. ADC means add with carry. It will add two 8-bit data with the carry bit. Carry bit means carry information, whatever is stored in the carry flag. This CY means carry flag. Whatever information is stored in the carry flag. What information is stored in the carry flag for this particular example? During the addition of lower order 8-bit, if any carry is generated, that carry is stored in carry flag. And to get a proper result, you want that this carry flag information must be stored, they add, during the addition of higher order 8-bit. So then what is the instruction available to add to 8-bit data with carry flag? Instruction is ADC. It will add the content of 8-bit register with carry flag. That means in this program, only modification we can do in place of this instruction. Lower order 8-bit, there is no question because there is no previous carry. Only lower order 8-bit whenever we are adding. But whenever we are adding the higher order 8-bit, we should not add only 2 8-bit, but with this 2 8-bit, we must add the carry also. Then this instruction add D must be replaced with ADC. You can write here ADCD. Now your problem is solved. ADCD means D is added with what? Accumulator. Means you are adding the higher order 2 higher order 8-bit, but as it is instruction is carry ADC, so that means carry information is also added and result is there in the accumulator. Now you may ask, what carry information this carry flag is storing? You see, before this ADC instruction, because you already know that only the arithmetic instruction and logical instruction can change the content of flag. So that means whenever we check that what information this is there in this carry flag, then see before this is ADCD, what arithmetic instruction is there? This is instruction, not arithmetic. This is also not arithmetic. This is a add instruction, adding. That is after this instruction, whatever carry is generated, that is stored in the carry flag. What instruction this doing? This is adding basically the lower order 8-bit. That means during the addition of lower order 8-bit, by this instruction, if carry is generated, that is stored in the carry flag. That carry information is added during the addition of higher order 8-bit. Now you can get the proper addition result, 16-bit addition result in the HL register. After that also, if you think that during the addition of B plus D, if any carry is generated, then where I will get it. You can get it in the carry flag. Take the carry flag, there will be the carry information is saved. So this is how 216-bit data is added using a 8-bit microprocessor, 8085 processor. How 816-bit data is added. So it is added twice. You can see 2 add instruction I have used. Here one, here one. But second add instruction must be with add with carry. Because during lower order 8-bit, if carry is generated, that must be added with the lower higher order 8. And like ADC, there is an immediate instruction also for ADC. The instruction is ACI. It's immediate instruction. Add with carry immediately. Its meaning ACI. The ADC is not an immediate instruction. It is adding with register content. The ACI means it is an immediate instruction of ADC. Add with carry immediately. What will be the operand? Can anybody suggest what will be the operand here?
Sir, a number, a 8-bit number.
8-bit data. That means if I write 02, that is what it will do. Accumulator content will be added with 02 and carry information during that time, and result will be stored at accumulator. So ADC and ACI will add two 8-bit data with carry information. ACI is immediate instruction and ADC is adding data with the register. So this is how you can add to 16-bit data using 8-bit instruction, 8-bit addition instruction.
আচ্ছা স্যার এই
Hello, sir.
এসিআই 0,2টা কি পসিবল স্যার? স্যার
ACI 0,2 না, ACI 02.
হ্যাঁ স্যার, এটা
Possible.
এটা স্যার কি করে পসিবল হচ্ছে স্যার?
বুঝলাম না কারণ this operation it will do. A plus 02 plus carry information will be added and it will be stored in accumulator. কেন মনে হচ্ছে পসিবল না?
স্যার দুটো অ্যাড হয়ে আসছে, আবার ওর মধ্যে যদি একটাই অ্যাড করছি তার মানে তো সেমই হয়ে যাচ্ছে এ ডাবল ডি।
No, that carry no. This is what carry information it will be stored. It will be added. Which carry information will be added with this instruction or this instruction? Whatever carry information is stored before this instruction, before ACI, before ADC, anything maybe. If there is any carry information there earlier, that carry will be added with this data. That is the main. It is not that during the addition of these two, if any carry is generated, that carry will be added. No. These two data will be added with the previous carry. Previous carry means before this instruction, whatever carry is set by any instruction, then it will be added. If this carry will be added with this two data. Then you may ask why I will do it. That depends on your application. If you are writing a program such that by performing some operation, a carry is already set, that carry you want to add with it, then you use this instruction. It is not that you have to always use this. It depends on your application. If it is required, then only you add. But here, this instruction will add these three information. One 8-bit data, another 8-bit data, and previous carry information. Previous carry means carry which is stored before this instruction, not after this instruction. That carry will not be added here. That carry will be same, but it will not be added here. Carry information will be previous carry information.
হ্যালো স্যার, বলছি প্রথম যে অ্যাডটা করলেন ওটা করার পর যে ক্যারিটা জেনারেট হলো ওটা কি স্যার
Carry flag is
ইন্টারনেট নাকি?
automatic. I told you flag value will be changed depending on the arithmetic and logical operation performed in the accumulator. There I told you when carry flag will be 1, when carry flag will be 0. Carry flag will be 1 if any carry is generated after addition from MSB. That means during addition of these two, if any carry is generated, automatically that will change the carry flag equal to 1. Okay. That's why I told you carry information is saved where in carry flag. You can take it, you can add it also using ACI or ADC instruction with some other way. And now another instruction I will only tell today. And for
হ্যালো
this,
স্যার, লাস্ট যে অ্যাডিশনটা ছিল মানে বি প্লাস ডি, এটা স্যার করার পর যদি যে ক্যারিটা জেনারেট হলো
carry flag that will be again carry flag that will be available in the carry.
ইনফরমেশন চেঞ্জ হয়ে যাবে নাকি একই থাকবে?
What
মানে
information?
নতুন
Carry information after every arithmetic and logical operation, carry flag information will be changed depending on the result. Suppose for add E, after performing this, your carry flag was 1. Suppose after performing ADC, suppose carry flag is 0. So this 1 will be deleted and a new thing 0 will be stored. After every arithmetic logical operation, carry flag will change depending on the result which is produced by this instruction. Okay. It will not be saved. One information will not be saved every time. If you perform any arithmetic operation, automatically the carry information will be changed depending on new data. Okay. So only one additional instruction I will explain today. That is whatever we do with this entire program that we are adding to 16-bit data by performing addition twice. But in 8085 processor, there is a instruction available. The single instruction is available by which you can perform addition of 216-bit data. Means like add, there is an instruction available by which you don't have to do like this, that you have to add 216-bit data by writing a so many bit program. Using a single instruction only you can perform addition of 216-bit data. Then it may appear that Is it possible by 8-bit microprocessor to add two 16-bit data using a single instruction? It is possible. But remember, processor will not perform the addition in single step. Internally, processor will do this thing only. Internally, processor will perform addition of two 16-bit data just by following this operation. That's why I have first discussed this program, how two 16-bit data can be added with a 8-bit addition instruction. Because your processor is a 8-bit processor, how processor can add two 16-bit data using 8-bit addition instruction? Though there is a 16-bit addition instruction available, but whenever this processor will get this 16-bit addition instruction, internally processor will do this operation to achieve that. The instruction for 16-bit is DAD, operand is register pair. It is DAD, that instruction, double addition basically it is called. This instruction is used to perform addition of two 16-bit data. In specific, if I write one operand register pair, suppose that B means register pair BC, what it will do, HL will be added with BC and result will be stored in HL only. This is the meaning. That means one instruction can perform addition of two 16-bit data. That is, as in case of add instruction, 8-bit operation, it is mentioned that one operand should be in accumulator. In case of that instruction, one operand must be there in HL. With HL, you can add another register pair and result will be there again in HL. But remember, processor cannot do this HL plus BC in a single step. After getting that instruction, processor will basically perform this 16-bit addition by following this operation internally. But whenever processor is designed, they have designed instruction that B, or by which, or that instruction by which you can perform addition of two 16-bit data. That means if you want to write this, replace this program using that instruction, this program, then what you have to do, out of these two data, one data you must store 03, suppose 05 you have stored in HL, and another data, suppose LXI D, you have stored 0204 in E register. That means you have taken this two 16-bit data in two register pair. But remember, one data must be in HL. Then only you write DAD E. Then stop. This what this will do? It will add HL plus DE. And after performing this, result will be stored. But remember, this DAD cannot do this 16-bit addition in single step. Internally, processor will follow this process to perform the addition of this 16-bit. Okay. So from next week, probably there will be a lab class. So Mixer will conduct lab class. So he will create a classroom and send an invitation to you. Please accept this laboratory microprocessor lab invitation. And there he will explain how to, because as it is, we are not performing the laboratory physically, so again there is restrictions. We must have to do it using a 8085 simulator. Otherwise, actually, if it is done in the kit physically, you will get an actual flavor of this assembly language or low-level language programming. But you don't have to do anything. You have to do it with the simulator, and you actually do not get this assembly language, low-level language programming flavor where you are working with the hardware directly. But in this situation, we have to do it. So Soumik sir will send an invitation. Please accept this invitation immediately. We will start class for laboratory of HL process.
হ্যালো স্যার, এখানে HL টা কি স্যার অ্যাকুমুলেটর?
No, not accumulator. You can think it is working just like a accumulator, but not accumulator. It is actually done in the accumulator. This addition operation, you may think that like in INRB I told you, B plus 1. Is it done in B? No. Internally it is done at A, just like that. This DAD B means HL plus BC. That means first it will do L plus C. Move the content of L into A, then it will add with C, just like this. That's why I have explained this. So actually addition will be done in accumulator. After adding in two steps, that means two 8-bit addition, lower order 8-bit first, then higher order 8-bit with carry. Then you will move the result in HL. That thing is there. But it is not that in HL addition is performing. Processor is performing addition in HL. No. Actually addition will be done in two step in accumulator. But in DAD instruction, for simplicity, if you want to remember, you may think that HL is just like acting as an accumulator for DAD instruction, but it is actually not that. Accumulator will be responsible for performing addition. Internal.
স্যার তাহলে এই এইচএল বা বি যেটা আছে এটাকে ইনিশিয়ালাইজ করতে হবে না আগে থেকে?
So that I have done. Whatever you want to, what data you want to add initially, you can store it. That I have done. Let's say 80305 means I have stored one 16-bit data in HL past, another 16-bit data I have stored in D. Now I am adding that D. This two 16-bit data will be added. HL, one data is at HL, another data is D. Is this two, and result will be there at HL. You have to initialize with data. The data which you want to add. That data you have to store or initialize and this to register.
তাহলে স্যার এখানে কি সেম প্রসেস হবে যেটা আগের স্টেপে দুটো 16-বিট নাম্বারকে আলাদা করে করছিলাম?
Exactly. This process will be followed internally. That's why this program I have shown you earlier. Actually, 16-bit addition cannot be done by processor in one step. It will be done in two steps, two addition.
হ্যালো স্যার, যদি স্যার এই প্রথমে ডেটাটাকে স্যার ডিএল মানে প্রথমে ডেটাটাকে ডি তে সেভ করলাম, তারপরে এইচ এ সেভ করলাম, তাহলে কি স্যার ড্যাড যে ওটা কি ড্যাড এইচ হবে মানে ইনস্ট্রাকশনটা?
That B. That B means HL is by default, just like your add B. Add B means by default A is there, with that B will be added. Here, in case of that, by default HL is there, with that PC will be added. You may write that H. What that H will do? It will be HL will be added with HL and result will be stored at HL. That also possible. But that you have to write that B means HL will be added with this. One operand is there at HL, it is implied for that. Just like for add instruction, it is implied one operand is there at.
তার মানে তো ওটা ডিফল্টে সেট করা আছে, মানে ও মানে এইচএল এর সাথে সব
Default, of course. For that, it will by default it will take HL. Just like add, it will default take A. Because instruction is designed such a way that it will take one operand as HL, not other. Other register you can add with that. It will be added. The content of HL will be added.
হ্যালো স্যার, এই 8085 এ কি পাওয়ার অপারেশন গুলো করা যেতে পারে? পাওয়ার এক্সপোনেনশিয়াল এগুলো?
No, that you can't do.
স্যার এইচএল টাকে যদি আমি 4-5 বার লিখে দিই তাহলে তো হয়ে যাবে না স্যার?
You want to?
পাওয়ার যদি করতে চাই,
that you can do. Many times you have to do. You have to use. You can do, but not with a direct instruction is not probably available. You can use some other instruction available, and you modify your program or write your program accordingly to achieve power. Okay. That is possible, but instruction is not available. Later on in the next class only I will show you that multiplication instruction only is not there available in Exo. Simple multiplication instruction is not there. Division is not at all there. Multiplication, those instructions are not available in 8085. Power is something else, but that simple multiplication division is not there. But we have to do it by modifying by writing program with available instructions. In next class I will discuss that. Whatever instruction is not available, but how to achieve those functions using available instructions. Okay.
Sir, can you do subtraction to 16-bit data?
Subtraction 16-bit data, anything by two step you can do. That you can do. Subtraction operation I have not discussed. Next class I will discuss subtraction. Then you can understand you can do, but not there is not a like that. There may not be a single instruction available, but in two step you can do. Just like whatever you have done by writing program, you can do. No problem. 16-bit subtraction you can do. The subtraction instruction first I will discuss. Then we can only we write a program just like I have written program for addition 16-bit data. This program you can write also for subtraction of 16. You only can write. But here, as I have told you, there is a single instruction available for addition 16-bit tag. There may not be 16-bit single subtraction instruction available, but you can write program using 8-bit instruction.
হ্যালো স্যার, লাস্ট ডেতে একটা ইনস্ট্রাকশন ইউজ করছিলেন এলডিএ বলে,
হ্যাঁ।
তো ওই ইনস্ট্রাকশনের
LDA, no, LDA I have not used.
স্যার ওটা
LDA,
কি স্যার,
LDA I have not used.
কি ছিল স্যার?
No, LDA never I have used LDA instruction.
এলএক্সআই স্যার,
I have used
এলএক্সআই
LXI.
এলএক্সআই স্যার, এল করলে এলএক্সআই যদি আমি স্যার এ করি, সেটা কি এ তে স্টোর করে দেবে?
No, LXI, what is the operand?
এ এ
For no, LXI, for LXI instruction, forget about ABCD. What is the operand for LXI? First tell me the meaning of LXI. You tell me the meaning of LXI.
স্যার
Then only it will be
লোড
clear what will be the operand.
লোড ইমিডিয়েটলি।
No, then you are not telling meaning of X. That is the problem. Load X means register pair. Load register pair immediately. Means what will be the operand? Register pair. Does your A is a register pair? So you cannot use A with LXI. You have 3 register pair B, C, D, E, and HL. Other 16-bit register is there, SP, stack pointer. That also there later on I will show you that can also be used as a operand for LXI instruction. But A can never be used as a operand for LXI because LXI means load register pair immediately. A is not at all a register pair. It is a 8-bit register.
স্যার তাহলে সবগুলোতে যখন এক্স ইউজ করছিলাম, তাহলে এই ড্যাটটাতে কেন এক্স ইউজ হলো না?
That
হ্যাঁ স্যার, মানে
that
মানে আপনি বললেন না যে এক্সটা দিয়ে দেখলেন যে ওটা 16।
X represents register pair. In that instruction, they have have not used X because they have used they are indicating a meaning of double addition DAD. That's why that means it is 16-bit addition means it is a double 8-bit addition. Just to represent that they have used that. Nothing else. They have represents whenever they design the instruction in assembly language, they use some letter like that LXI MOV so that instruction can be recognizable by the user very easily. That's the meaning. No other meaning is there.
স্যার মানে এটা একটা মানে আননোন রিপ্রেজেন্টেশন এডিএক্স এর, যেরকম যদি এডিআইটা যদি 8 বিটের হয়, তাহলে এটা এডিএক্স এরই ড্যাট হয়ে গেল।
No, ADX not that. DAD is addition up to 16-bit. ADX, what is ADX? ADX is not there. So you are ADX, what does it mean?
স্যার হ্যাঁ, সেটাই জিজ্ঞেস করছি, এডিআই যদি থাকে তো এডিএক্স হবে না?
ADX is not available. No, one thing you may ask why they have not designed. You cannot one thing that remember you cannot incorporate some other instruction which is as per your own choice because these are inbuilt. Whenever it is designed, these are the instructions set are already designed according to the microprocessor design, provide design. So you are asking that why they are not using ADX. You are telling. So that maybe it can be if they whenever they have designed microprocessor, if they thought that no, if they will use ADX, no problem, they can use, but they have not used. They use that to represent the double addition. That is the difference only. No other significance is there.
স্যার মানে ওটাই হতো, যদি এডিএক্সটা ইউজ হতো তাহলে ডায়েট আর এডিএক্সটা একই জিনিস হতো।
Who told you LXI means load register pair immediately? Who has designed the processor instruction LXI? They told you. And that we are only telling you. If ADX is not used in 8085 processor, we cannot interpret its meaning is add register pair. Never. Because in a processor, what instruction will be used that is already designed by a designer of 8085 processor. We cannot interpret any other instructions which is not used there. ADX, we cannot say that it is a add register pair. You may think that ADX may be interpreted. Yes, during that time you have designed, if he thought that ADX I will use to mean the 16-bit, he can use. But he did not use, he used that. That is the meaning. Okay. Okay. So next class probably I will take on Thursday from 7. But before that, Somik sir will send an invitation to you for a laboratory class.